Welcome back to Mooney Makes. My name is Callie, and today we are going to be making a Pancake's more sophisticated older cousin, which is a crepe. And not just any crepe, we're going to be making Nutella crepes, and they are so delicious. They're shockingly simple, and you're absolutely going to love them. So let's get right into it. But before we begin, as always, please remember to subscribe, like, share, chat in the comment section, and follow me on social media for more recipes and additional content. So let's get into it. The ingredients that we're going to be using are some flour. I have a little bit of sugar, a couple of eggs, some vegetable or canola oil or melted butter, whatever you have, whatever you like. We also have a little bit of vanilla, salt, milk, and of course Nutella. I'm using a really large Nutella. You do not need to buy this size. This is just all the grocery store had. So let's get to it. These are so simple. I almost think they're even easier to make than pancakes. Not that pancakes are difficult either. And of course I have recipes for pancakes on my blog, so be sure to check those out. I'm just gonna shuffle a few things around. These are really just so simple. They take literally no time to make, and they are just absolutely perfect. So first, I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt to my sugar and my flour, and we're just gonna give this a quick mix to combine. And a lot of people make crepes in blenders. They make the batter in a blender. I think you could absolutely do that, but I usually just do it in a bowl, and it works out perfectly fine. So to this, I'm going to add in my eggs along with the rest of my ingredients. So my vanilla, my canola oil, and of course my milk. And I'm just gonna give this a whisk until it is just combined. You do not want to overmix this because you don't want this to come out tough in any way. We don't want this. We're not making dough here. We're making a really nice, light batter. And if you find that your flour is really clumpy, just sift it over the batter, and that'll kind of solve that problem. So this is just gonna take a few more seconds. That's it. Can you believe it? So easy, right? So next what we're gonna do, we're gonna heat up our pan over medium heat, and I'm gonna spray it once it gets hot with some nonstick spray, or you could use some butter. I like using nonstick spray just because I feel like, well, I know that it doesn't burn as quicker than butter does, so I tend to kind of gravitate towards that when I'm making crepes or pancakes. So I'm gonna let this heat up. I'm gonna clean up a little bit, and then we're gonna make some crepes. Okay, so I already made one crepe just to kind of give you an idea of what it's supposed to look like, and there it is. It's thin, it's beautiful, it's absolutely delicious. So what we're gonna do is, now that my pan is nice and hot, we're gonna add about, I would say maybe a heaping quarter cup to a third cup of the batter into the pan. Then you immediately want to pick up the pan and kind of swirl the batter around like so to kind of distribute the batter a little bit more. It's gonna make the pancake a little bit larger as well. Okay, so now my pancake's gonna bake for about, I would say maybe a minute on the first side and probably around 30 seconds on the second side. You'll know when to flip it when most of the batter on this side is kind of cooked all the way through. You're still gonna see some raw batter scattered throughout the surface of the pancake. But you could also kind of, I mean, mine's not ready yet, but lift up the pancake or the crepe with your spatula and peek underneath, and if you notice that it's kind of getting a little golden brown on that side, that's a good indicator that the crepe is ready to be flipped. Okay, so this is ready to get flipped. I peeked underneath and it is good to go. So there's a few ways to flip a crepe. One, you can just get a spatula and just flip it like that. Some people actually flip the crepe in the pan, which I don't usually do. I'm not good at it, I'm not gonna lie. Or sometimes I'll even kind of like lift it with my spatula and just flip it with my fingers, just don't hurt yourself. But I think flipping with the spatula is the easiest way to go. And again, if you make a mistake and it kind of like falls over, just fix it, it's fine, they're very pliable, and everything is gonna be okay. So I'm gonna continue making these crepes, and then we're gonna add the Nutella. Alrighty, so my crepes are finished, and now we're just gonna add the Nutella. And so that is really simple. All you're gonna do is just add as much or as little Nutella as you'd like. I like to kind of scoop out the Nutella from the jar and then pop it in the microwave for just a few seconds to loosen it up a little bit. That way it's a little bit more pliable and easier to spread on your crepe. And just, again, add as much or as little Nutella as you like. So you have a few options. You could just do this option, which is very traditional, and just fold it in half, and then fold it in half again. And there you go, there's one crepe. Or you could kind of roll it up like a flauta, if you've ever had flautas before. So I'm gonna keep assembling all of my crepes like so, and then I'm gonna give you a close-up of just how delicious and chocolatey and Nutella-y these crepes are, and I'm gonna show you a little bit more of a fancy way to serve them as well. Okay, so I hope you love these crepes. They are so beautiful, they are so delicious, they are so simple to make, they're just absolutely perfect, and I know you're gonna love them. So for the full written recipe and instructions, head to my blog, mooneymakes.com. I'll put the link for that in the description box below. Click on the link, the recipe will come right up, and make these Nutella crepes. I promise you're gonna love them, and let me know what you think because I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.